Hi, my name is 9Erker. I'm a registered dietitian with Signature Medical Group. Right now I am located at our Mid-County Orthopedics office, and I am here today to talk to you about weight loss and healthy eating, to give you ideas, some tips on how to eat more healthfully. What I teach my clients is basically try to eat more foods that nature provides. That would be fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Those groups of foods contain a lot of fiber, and when we incorporate more fiber into our diet, we're incorporating a lot more water, nutrients, phytochemicals, antioxidants, and such that are provided in those fruits and vegetables and whole grains. All of those nutrients really benefit our bodies. We Americans have had a very dysfunctional relationship with food. We need to focus on eating less food, period, and then also getting more exercise. Okay, there are 5 E's of healthy living that I call them. The first one is education. We need to educate ourselves about the foods that are out there, about the choices that we are making with these foods. It's as simple as that. The more we learn, the better off, the healthier we will be. Then we need to eat consciously. We need to become more aware of the choices that we are making. We need to be more aware of the foods that we're reaching for. Do these foods provide nutrients, or are they empty calorie foods, foods without nutrients that are just going to pile the pounds on our bodies without adding any nutrition? Then you want to eat less. As I said earlier, we Americans eat way too much. We need to reduce the amount of calories that we consume. And then also you want to eat well. Make sure that when you do choose a food that it does, again, provide nutrients that are going to benefit you. And lastly, I want you to enjoy what you're eating. Eating does not need to be complicated. It needs to be nourishing. We should be eating to nourish ourselves. Okay, there are principles of healthy cooking that I think that all of us should practice. One is to use smart fats, such as olive oil, canola oil, avocados, omega-3 fatty acids, nuts. Think of smart fats that will benefit our bodies. Next, when you cook, try to use unrefined grains, okay? Those will benefit you more. They will provide more fiber. Eat more fruits and vegetables, which is something that I discussed earlier. Those are just going to benefit you tremendously. When you are eating, keep in mind, you don't want to focus on the meat. We as Americans have been taught that when we are plating our food, we always make meat the focus of our meal. Switch that around and make it the vegetables. When you do make a plate for dinner time, for instance, half of your plate should be vegetables, 1/4 of your plate should be your protein, and 1/4 should be a whole grain starch. When you do choose dairy, make sure that it's a low-fat dairy, 1% milk, skim milk, low-fat yogurt. Okay, try to avoid the whole milk, too much saturated fat. Keep your portions reasonable. As you know, Americans are so into supersizing it and getting the largest of the large portions. That's where we have fallen into a lot of trouble over the years. So make sure that you have a reasonable portion size on your plate. Use a smaller plate. That is a really good tool for us to use as well. If you do choose a sweetener, use them not very often. Just use them judiciously. Okay, don't think that you can have them an unlimited amount. Just be moderate with them. Keep an eye on how much sodium you are having, and then be mindful and enjoy your meal. So the tips again would be eat less food, use smaller plates. One tool that has been proven time and time again to be very effective for weight loss is to keep a food